They still share a bed. They still eat dinner at the same table. They still say good morning and good night. From the outside, the marriage looks fine. But something happened. Quietly. Without announcement. Without a single conversation where anyone said, "This is over."
The lawyers were never called. The papers were never signed. But the marriage ended anyway. Psychologists call this the silent divorce. And it may be the most common form of relationship breakdown that no one ever talks about. Because it is invisible. Because it looks like a normal Tuesday evening. Because both people are still there. They are just no longer present. Today, I want to tell you the 7 signs that a silent divorce has already happened in your marriage. Because the earlier you name it, the earlier you can decide what to do about it.
Sign 1. You have stopped telling each other things. Not the logistics. Not who is picking up the children or what needs to happen tomorrow. The real things. Something funny happened to you today, and your first instinct was not to tell him. Something worried you, and you processed it alone. Something good happened, and you celebrated it quietly by yourself. You used to tell him everything. Now you have an entire inner life that he knows nothing about. And the frightening thing is, you stopped noticing that you stopped. A marriage does not break when 2 people start arguing. It breaks when 2 people stop sharing. When the small daily moments of, "You will not believe what happened today," quietly disappear. And neither person marks the exact moment they went. Sign 2. His happiness no longer affects yours. Think about the last time your husband was genuinely excited about something. Did you feel it too? That warm, secondhand joy that comes from watching someone you love light up? Or did you watch it from a distance? Pleasantly. Like watching a stranger on the street who just received good news. Emotional contagion, the automatic sharing of feelings between 2 people, is one of the clearest signs of genuine connection. When it disappears, when his joy does not lift you and his sadness does not reach you, the emotional bond that held the marriage together has gone quiet. This is not cruelty. It is not indifference. It is disconnection. And it happens so gradually that most couples never notice the exact moment it arrived. Sign 3. You have stopped making future plans together. Couples in healthy marriages think forward together. A holiday next summer. A house they want to buy one day. What retirement might look like. These are not just plans. They are evidence of a shared future. Of 2 people who assume they will still be together when that future arrives. When those conversations stop, when the future becomes something you think about separately and privately, it is because somewhere beneath the surface, both people have stopped assuming a shared future exists. Notice what happens the next time someone mentions a wedding next year, or a holiday that is months away. Does your mind automatically include him in the picture? Or do you hesitate, just slightly, before deciding whether he fits into that image at all? Sign 4. Physical presence has become physical absence. They're in the same room, but not together. He sits on one end of the sofa, She sits on the other. The television fills the silence that conversation used to fill.
They move around each other in the kitchen like two people who have memorized each other's patterns but stopped caring about each other's presence. There is no reaching, no casual touch, no leaning in. The physical language of a marriage, the 1,000 small gestures that say, "I still want to be near you," has gone completely silent. And the silence has become so normal that neither of them notices it anymore. Sign 5. Arguments have been replaced by nothing. People assume a marriage in trouble looks loud, raised voices, slammed doors, long, tearful conversations. But the stage after conflict is far more dangerous. It is the stage where both people have simply stopped. Stopped bringing things up because it never goes anywhere. Stop pointing out what hurts because the response is always the same. Stopped expecting things to change because they never do. The absence of conflict in a marriage is not peace. It is often resignation. The particular quiet of two people who have decided, separately and silently, that fighting for this is no longer worth the energy. When was the last time something genuinely bothered you in this marriage and you said so? If you cannot remember, that silence is not harmony. That silence is distance so complete, it has stopped feeling like distance at all. Sign 6. You feel lonelier with him than without him. This is the sign that is hardest to admit out loud. Because loneliness inside a marriage carries a particular weight that loneliness outside one does not. Outside of a relationship, you are simply alone. Inside one, you are alone, and you are not supposed to be. When you feel more yourself with your friends, more relaxed when he is out of the house, more settled when it is just you. When his presence makes the loneliness more obvious rather than less, that is not a sign of introversion. That isn't just needing space. That is a marriage where the connection that was supposed to make two people feel less alone has quietly stopped working. Sign 7. You have stopped imagining a future together and started imagining a future alone. This is the final sign, and it is the most telling of all. Not in an angry way, not in a desperate way, just a quiet wondering. What would it look like? What you would do? Who you might be? When the thought of a life without him feels less like loss and more like possibility. Something has already shifted. Somewhere beneath the surface of the ordinary Tuesday evenings and the shared dinners and the good mornings, a decision is forming. Not announced, not discussed, just forming. What to do? Here is what I want you to do tonight. Not tomorrow, tonight. Sit somewhere quiet, just 5 minutes, and ask yourself one honest question. When did I last feel genuinely close to him? Not comfortable, not settled, not fine. Close. If an answer comes quickly, hold on to that. That memory is not nothing. That memory is a door.
Go back to that moment. What was different then? What were you both doing? What were you both not doing?
Because a silent divorce does not happen because love disappeared. It happens because two people got so buried under the weight of ordinary life that they forgot to choose each other in the small moments, the daily ones, the ones that do not feel important until they are gone.
The way back is not a dramatic conversation. It is not a holiday or a grand gesture. It is one small moment of genuine presence. Tonight, at the dinner table, on the sofa, before the lights go off. Just, are you okay? And actually waiting for the answer. That is where it starts. But if you sat with that question tonight and no memory came, if you searched for the last time you felt close to him and came back empty, that answer matters too, not as a verdict, as information. You deserve a love that does not make you search this hard to remember it. Drop a number in the comments, 1 through 7, for the sign that stopped you most. And if someone in your life needs to hear this today, you will know who. Send it without explaining why. She will understand. See you next time.